the Blue Jackets got themselves a 4-2 victory at home against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Elvis Merzlikins, fantastic in this one. He was the first star of the game, and it was well-deserved for him. The Jackets overcame a terrible second period on their behalf, and 3 players got their first goal of the season. Now, before the game, we had some news, I guess, breaking. I'm not sure how big of news it is, but Kent Johnson has a new agent in Pat Brisson. I know a lot of people might read into that and say there might be some discontention with perhaps the Blue Jackets, but there's also the possibility that, with him being an RFA coming up, you're going to want an agent like Pat Brisson to handle that deal. And as far as just team news for the Blue Jackets, Pascal Vincent voiced his issues with some of the effort from unnamed individual players against the Dallas Stars. Marchenko would draw us back in this one. Cole Sillinger and Voronkov on his line. Matthew Olivier was the healthy scratch with Marchenko coming in. Gudbranson was questionable heading into this one again, but he did play, and Erik Gudbranson rocking a mustache as well. Elvis in net for the Blue Jackets, as I mentioned earlier. Matt Tompkins was the goaltender for Tampa Bay, with Andrei Vasilevsky still dealing with his long-term injury. Former Ohio State Buckeye making his second NHL start. He denied Gaudreau on a breakaway chance early. A nice outlet pass by Severson to see him there. Forehand, backhand to try to go 5-hole didn't work on Tompkins. A Sillinger slot chance also denied by the glove of Matt Tompkins. Jackets responded well to the bag skating, I guess, that came after the Dallas Stars game. They came out of the gate pretty energized for this one. Further proof was an offensive zone win. Good effort by Gudbranson to keep it into the zone, eventually leading to a Marchenko goal off of a one-timer, his first of the season, much needed coming off of 2 consecutive healthy scratches. Really some nice passing from Voronkov and Sillinger to get it to Marchenko as well. Again, really good play by Gudbranson to keep it in. He's been very, very solid since very early in the year. A defensive zone turnover leads to a Tampa Bay shot in close that Elvis denies. I actually think that shot went wide, but with the game settling down a little bit, Lightning getting a 3-on-1. That shot is the one that Elvis turned away. Tampa starting to control the game late in the first period. Corrali would be hit with a tripping penalty. The Jackets do kill off the remainder of the penalty in the first period with 40 seconds left to start in the second, and they do get those 40 seconds of penalty kill time done. They kill off a penalty, but Tampa Bay does get a goal early in the second with Stamkos sending a centering pass into the crease that hit the skate of Jake Bean, and that goes past Elvis into the empty net. So it's tied at 1 a couple of minutes into the second, and then before 5 minutes into the period, the Lightning would get a bouncing pass, finds Connor Sheary all alone for a tap-in. Bit of a good bounce, but Tampa was also having a dominant shift in that one, and when you have the puck in the offensive zone for that long, good things tend to happen. So pretty much any good feeling from the Blue Jackets after the end of the first where you have a goal lead, pretty much that's gone, and now you have to go and get it back. But instead, it is a parade to the penalty box for Columbus. Severson gets a high sticking penalty against him for a minor. A potential Blue Jackets power play was negated by a Boone Jenner embellishment call, making it a 4-on-4. Then Jack Roslovic called for slashing. The refs did think it was Boone Jenner at first, but then they changed their mind after video showed that it was clearly Jack Roslovic. The penalty kill and Elvis do a really solid job killing off all of the Tampa Bay penalties, and Columbus would get one of their own finally with 1:50 left in the second. But that power play does look pretty dull. Jackets head in the third period down 2-1 with 10 seconds of power play time left. Obviously, those 10 seconds did not go with a power play goal, but Gaudreau would draw another penalty about 4 minutes in. Jackets really needed to get some shots on Tompkins, try to test him a little bit. The first unit did okay, but the second unit on that power play was a complete disaster. That does seem to kill momentum for a minute, but then a Werenski slap shot from distance after an offensive zone faceoff win gets tipped from Boone Jenner. Tompkins with no chance on that one, and the game is tied. The Jackets would push for more, and they would get one more with Erik Gudbranson. He also just kind of takes a slap shot from the point, and that one gets through everything into the net past Tompkins as well. His first goal and first point of the season for the Blue Jackets. So Columbus taking a 3-2 lead on 2 quick goals of their own. That score would hold until the final 5 minutes. Can Columbus hang on? They've had an issue with conceding leads as of late and really the past few seasons. Tampa would empty their net with a little less than 3 minutes to go, and a Columbus clear would find Johnny Gaudreau, and he buries his first goal into the empty net. At the end of the game, Hedman called for holding. That essentially ices the game. Corrali not happy about something. I'm not sure what it is, whether maybe they thought that Corrali would have had a clear shot and it should have counted as a goal. I'm not sure. Either way, it's a 4-2 win for the Blue Jackets. Once again, Elvis Merzlikins, fantastic in this one. That second period was really rough for the Blue Jackets, and Elvis Merzlikins, after those first 2 goals that weren't really on him, he did his part in keeping the game close and at 1 goal. Didn't allow any softies. Really made some nice saves on the penalty kill and on some odd man rushes earlier on in the game as well. And when Tampa Bay when any opponent really that the Jackets are facing, when they have an inexperienced or bad goalie in net, the best thing to do, in my opinion at least, would just be to try to get as many shots on net as possible from wherever you can get them. And I feel like the Jackets did a pretty good job of that in the third. Both of their goals they scored on Tompkins in the third period were pretty much just slap shots from the point. One of them was deflected. The other one just happened to get past him. Hopefully, Marchenko and Gaudreau carry some momentum that they can take from scoring a goal in this one to future games. I honestly do feel like Johnny Gaudreau has been driving play a little bit more than his no goals would give him credit for. I know it's rough as far as pure point numbers. It's been about as bad of a start to a season as any for Johnny Gaudreau, but I do feel like he is moving the puck, he is distributing well, and he's getting chances for himself and others. It just hasn't gone in for whatever reason. And Kirill Marchenko, coming back after 2 consecutive healthy scratches, scoring that kind of goal like that's definitely going to help keep him on the ice. And someone that I think has gotten better and better with each of his games in the NHL is Dmitry Voronkov. I honestly do feel like at first, when I first saw him, he got more penalty minutes than actual ice time. I thought, he's going to be a nice bruiser. He's definitely a huge body, and he's not afraid to get physical with people. But I wasn't convinced about his readiness for the NHL. But as he gets more and more ice time, he's it's not like he's dangling people out of their skates or anything, but he is making some nice kind of soft passes to some players. Again, that he did. He's gotten a few assists. He already has his first NHL goal. So they're giving him opportunities, and Voronkov is definitely rewarding the Jackets with some output as well. David Jiricek, I feel like, has stepped right into his defensive role as an official rookie this year, and he's done well. I know they might be able to. I think he has one more game left before they might be able to send him down to Cleveland and keep him there. But honestly, with the way Jiricek is playing, I doubt that is even in the cards at this point. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you didn't make it this far into it, let me know what you thought about this game and how the Jackets might fare in the near future down in the comments below. Leave a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed and if you'd like to see more like it. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.